Hi guys, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how you can make your own calcium powder, because I've had quite a few people say that they can't find calcium powder without D3. And actually you can make it from quite a few things. Calcium's extremely common on this earth. So when people say to me, do reptiles need supplements? How would they get them in the wild? Calcium, for one, is extremely common. Now, today we're using two different things that you can use. The first one is a cuttlefish bone. So, unless you live near the beach, you might not see these too often. Cuttlefish, like when they're actually alive, they look incredible. But most of the time you'll see them washed up like this. It's just the bone. And also on this one you can see quite a few teeth marks. So there's a chance you know how it died, unfortunately. Anyway, after a storm, for example, you'll see so many more of these as well washed up on the beach. And the one you want to choose is the cleanest one. You can get quite a few of these, but if they do have weird things on, maybe even oil and stuff, then avoid them. Just try to get the cleanest possible. The other option you can use is eggshells. A lot of people use these for themselves, and of course you can use them for your pets. So first we're going to start off with the cuttlefish. Now I collected quite a few of these a while back, so I've already prepared them. So it is important that you prepare them. You don't take them straight from the beach and grind them up. So what you need to do is, well, what I did is I put clean water in a bucket, clean bucket as well, and put the cuttlefish in it. I did that for a week. I changed the water every day of that week. And then you wanted to let it completely dry out. So at the time it was a really hot sunny day and I let it dry out in the sun, and that was perfect. So these are all prepared and ready to go. So now, this is a really simple part, you just need to either grind them or blend them. Now I don't have a coffee grinder, but I do have a blender. So that's what we're going to try out today. And instead of putting the whole thing in, which might actually break the blender, I'm just going to break it up into a few smaller pieces. Okay, so here we go, we're going to blend it. I don't know if anyone else saw sparks in that. I don't know if that's normal. This isn't my blender, so hopefully it hasn't broke it. So here's our calcium powder. Just like you'd see it. It's a little bit harder actually. It's harder than the Komodo and the Arcadia. It definitely still feels like a cuttlefish. It's really weird, like the cuttlefish bone. But there's some calcium powder for you. Completely pure, natural calcium powder. And now for the eggshells. Now I haven't properly prepared these. All I have done is when someone finished using them, I was like, keep the eggshells, and I gave them a wash out, so there's no like egg whites or yolk in there. All there is the shell and the membrane. You know, the little thin white stuff inside. So that's totally fine. Now what we need to do is boil them. So next we are going to put the eggshells in to boil. So you'll notice when you first put them in, they're gonna like float a lot. So just grab a spoon and dunk them in. What this will do is kill off all like the bacteria and everything that may have built up in there, anything that may be slightly harmful. Okay, I think that's okay. And we're going to boil them for 5 to 10 minutes. So now they're done boiling, you want to place them on a baking tray. You want the white bits to be facing outwards. And what we're going to do is pop them in the oven. I'm going to put them in for 10 to 15 minutes at gas mark 2, which I believe is about 300 degrees. I may have to put them in a little longer. I will just see how it goes. Because basically what you want them to turn out to be is quite crispy, so they grind quite well. So I've just taken them out of the oven and they are definitely crispy and dry and ready to grind. Sounds gross, but look at the membrane. The membrane in these have like risen. I don't know what's going on. So right now I'm going to let them cool down. It's probably going to take a while because these are boiling hot, but then we will grind them down into calcium powder. There you go. I was going to say something that's really dumb, but it is true. This really smells of egg. If there's one smell I hate, it's that. So it definitely, wow, that's quite a smell. It definitely has a smell to it, but it's nice and powdery actually when you pick it up. If we compare it to the cuttlefish one, we've definitely got a lot more from, I think there were maybe 6 eggs or less than that. That was only a very small chunk of cuttlefish. Personally, if I was going to use this, I would feel safer using the eggs because obviously the cuttlefish is just picked out by the beach. But at the same time, the way they look and the way they smell, I probably prefer the cuttlefish. But yeah, these are just 2 ways that you can make calcium at home for your reptiles. So I hope this has helped, and thank you very much for watching.